Welcome to Cal State Fullerton. My name is Pedro Amaral. I'm faculty here at the economics department, and today I'm here to convince you to take into serious consideration becoming an economics major. I don't know if you've seen my colleague Nick Huntington-Klein's videos on why becoming an econ major, but if you haven't, I'll give you a hint. It's because it gives you such a broad set of tools that allow you to perform exceedingly well on areas from accountancy to business to entrepreneurship, and moreover, paying well to boot. So maybe you're interested in what these tools are. I'm here to help you. I'm here to tell you about economic research. Now, you might think, what am I going to learn? What problems are economists able to tackle? I'm going to tell you all sorts of problems. Don't believe me? Well, take the recent coronavirus pandemic. You might be going, hey, wait a minute. What do economists know about the recent coronavirus pandemic? And I'm going to tell you a lot, okay? Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use some recent research on the pandemic to show you the broad set of tools from stats to history to math to, of course, econ, and let you know what problems we are dealing with and studying these days. Say you're interested in how far the pandemic has spread and how the pandemic differs in terms of country to country or region to region. Well, maybe that has something to do with economic decisions at the individual level, something that economists call microeconomics. Well, then you might be interested in recent work by Balak and co-authors that looks at regions in Italy and tries to figure out, well, Italians tend to live more with their parents than other people around the world. And people have been suggesting that that's one of the reasons why the virus has spread so fast. But these guys look at inside each region in Italy, there are regions that have people live more with their parents and regions that have people live less with their parents. Well, it turns out that the regions where cohabitation is less prevalent, as this chart shows here, tend to have higher fatality rates. And that's puzzling in the light that if you think that the virus is going further when people live more with their parents, you got something to chew on over here. But maybe you're not interested in this sort of stuff. Maybe you're interested in developing countries and how the spread of the pandemic is going to affect poverty and poverty incidence over the world. Well, the World Bank has recently just published a report that says that indeed the incidence of the pandemic is going to have a lot to say on how poverty is eradicated over time. So if beforehand you thought that poverty was going to drop a lot in developing countries, now you might be looking at actually poverty increasing in these countries. The World Bank, by the way, employs hundreds, if not thousands of economists. That's a place you could work if you become an econ major. But maybe you're not interested in developing countries. Maybe you're interested in the broad effects of the pandemic on the economy, right? This is something economists call macroeconomics. And here's some recent research by Achenbaum, Rebello, and Trabant that actually says, hey, there's a trade-off here between saving lives and having a recession, right? If you save more lives, right, if you contain more, if you stay more at home, then the recession is going to be deeper, okay? Now, maybe you want to look at things from a historical perspective. Here's another paper that looks at the flu pandemic of 1918-1919, the Spanish flu, right? And reaches the conclusion that cities that adopted better containing measures, things like lockdown, actually had less deaths, obviously, but they also had a subsequently faster recovery. So this work actually challenges the previous macroeconomic work we were talking about. Hey, what's more exciting than this? Come work with us. Come to Cal State Fullerton, become an economics major, master these tools. Thank you.